started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. To pass, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man, it's Thomas. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was... to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Bringing the heat. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call. Really
sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Going up top again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
To the air on 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Long yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. To the air, it's Aguilar. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd down, going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9 yards. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. They get to him as he throws. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A strike downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. to pass. It's Aguilar. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving.
Turning it on! And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Sometimes you dial up the right play, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a 3rd down conversion for this offense. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that one's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third down, red zone play, ground alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vols. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Cox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They go to the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruin. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Vols get enough to move the chains. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man, it's Aguilar. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Volunteers will have it first and 10. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Got him downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, UCLA. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to...
He's got it on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell he sees his guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it, perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 18 over Louisiana. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I hate the coverage on that third down, guys. There's just way too much cushion, making it too easy between the QB and receiver there. The next time they get in a third down situation, similar down and distance, they've got to play press coverage and make this offense earn it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
UCLA 15.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The give to the tailback. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
Fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. To the air, it's Aguilar. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He's going up top. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now sliding to his left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.